Watch Thor throw his mighty hammer. Now watch Kemah City Councilman Doug Meisinger throw the mighty gavel. Is it really fair to compare the two?
Well, if there's too much weight, you lose power on the swing.
It doesn't really look like Meisinger was going for distance.
That's the best you can do!
But we've got a confession. We didn't come up with this Marvel comparison on our own. Social media in Kemah did. The video shows the one-term council member, well, losing it. Literally stealing the gavel from the only person in the room who has the right to use it, the mayor.
That's what you're talking, okay? So,
you can see just before the gavel toss, Meisinger has his fist clenched, like he's gonna punch the mayor.
Well, he's never fought me.
Yeah, he has.
He's never fought me twice.
The latest kindergarten chaos in Kemah began after Meisinger invited a Dallas couple to council. They're trying to put a home on Fay Avenue.
What we thought would be a great community. It has turned into a nightmare.
They detailed allegations city employees hadn't just stole their building permits with unnecessary delays, but had actually put false documents in their file.
This isn't right. You don't do this to people.
Mayor Carl Joyner had only met these folks once for 10 minutes to share complaints from neighbors mad they wanted to build one of those barn-dominiums in a neighborhood of single-family homes. Like a lot of towns on the coast, Kemah always fights about rental property.
The story they told me absolutely floored me. I could not believe what I was told by these people.
Meisinger claimed a tape from that short meeting with the mayor proved the repeated allegations from Meisinger that he's a crook helping stall the permit only because the mayor wants to design the house himself.
I heard what you said.
What did I say?
That you're an architect and you like this, you can design something a little bit better.
Joyner's high-end architecture firm doesn't do houses, only big commercial jobs like fire stations, projects worth millions of dollars.
Rabbit is correct and clearly the smartest among you.
But we still wanted to hear the tape.
I'm an architect, I can draw, he had his plans right there, he's ready to go.
Small clips of taped conversations with Kemah building inspectors were played, but the so-called smoking gun, the audio that would take down the mayor, no one played it before or after the meeting. No one's played it since. It was Meisinger's big moment, but where's the tape?
Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me? Stop it, you just do it again.
Just stop. I'm so tired of you doing just despicable things and coming up here and trying to justify it.
You're big. Fought bigger.
Here's the thing.
You want to tell what was said?
I've got the floor right now, okay?
Then pitch this business.
Where's
What
Hall?
you said. That really happened. That's what you said. That.
Where's our police?
But Meisinger's gavel moment was the talk of social media. Meisinger even posted that Joyner was banging the gavel repeatedly as part of his tyrannical rant against the homeowners. In case you weren't one of the few folks in the audience who witnessed this debacle, we videotaped it for you. Ready for some tyranny?
This has been hanging on for a long time.
Absolutely.
And it's ridiculous.
I absolutely agree with
Okay?
you, John.
We're hurting people here.
Meisinger clearly knows he was the one the mayor was getting mad at, not the homeowners.
Thank you for the commentary, Loki. It's not at all distracting.
But Meisinger wasn't done. He's also mad at Joyner for forcing him and his business partner to spend more money to increase safety at their planned two-story cigar, whiskey, and steak bar called Vinyl Draft.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
I've never seen anything like this.
It took a second exit upstairs at 707 Bradford to get the place its permit, but Meisinger is still railing the mayor because he made it harder. Meisinger never mentions his partner by name, and there's likely a reason for that. It's his buddy, Matt Wiggins, Joyner's arch enemy.
Loki, what are you doing here?
But he's also a guy with a history of ignoring building codes in at least 2 states.
I did nothing to push or influence or use anything.
Meisinger's second rant was a testimony to hypocrisy. He made the argument about the treatment of his personal business from his council seat, and his ethics complaint was laughable.
Whenever I came in here to do anything regarding the CEO, I would refuse to conduct city business the same day.
This doesn't make any sense.
Nah, nothing makes sense here, man.
At last check, Meisinger and Mr. Wiggins were both still violating a state law about disclosing conflicts of interest, relationships with city vendors. Of course, the city attorney said absolutely nothing. But Dick Gregg is now trying to block the release of a 50-plus page report Kemah taxpayers paid for and should have a right to see.
You're all not worthy.
A flood in part of the newly remodeled City Hall led to allegations somehow that Carl Joyner must have gotten paid off from Duratec when they were chosen to do the job the last time Joyner was mayor. The hits keep coming here in Kemah.
Thank y'all for coming.
When Matt Wiggins was freed from Galveston jail after being indicted on ethics violations last year, he wanted to talk instead about Carl Joyner and that City Hall project.
When all is said and done, they'll understand how much money we lost on the City Hall addition that Carl Joyner and Duratec stole from us during that process.
Remember, it was Wiggins' business partner Doug Meisinger who made the motion to spend up to $400 an hour of Kemah residents' money to get a law firm to investigate the whole thing. Well, it looks like they did. The law firms delivered a 50-plus page report, and it was Carl Joyner who wanted to make it public.
I put this on here because that study was basically done because I was accused of stealing money and the contractor was accused of stealing money, and I know that didn't happen, and we got to get to the bottom of this because we've defamed people here and it's not proper.
But check out Doug Meisinger and Isaac Saldana, two of Matt Wiggins' minions on city council. They suddenly don't want Kemah residents to see what those high-priced lawyers found.
Supposedly it's the final report, they said.
That's not, did you read it?
Not
Because
yet.
I read it.
It's not well final.
Yeah, I don't think it's final.
Not even close to the final report.
I'm becoming somewhat of an expert mind reader of Kemah political nonsense, so I bet they don't want this report made public because it clears the mayor of doing anything wrong. The city of Kemah is now asking the Texas Attorney General to let them hide the report from the folks who paid for it.
This is ridiculous, folks.
The folks get it, Mayor. It's an election year, and the council members want to delay this report so they can use it to try and defeat any supporters of yours who are running to get rid of what I call the Chaos Council, controlled by Matt Wiggins.
Point me in the direction of whoever's ass I have to kick.
I do have one political suggestion. Doug Meisinger shouldn't be using that one-liner we recorded as his campaign slogan for re-election this May.
This town is terrible.
But it sure looks kind of good on a campaign ad, don't you think?